Hello and welcome to day 4 of my 31 Days of Horror. I'm Joey Hollywood, and the movie I'll be talking about today is Son of Frankenstein. Now, I neglected to mention this in the last video, but I actually saw both Bride of Frankenstein and Son of Frankenstein in a theater. And if you ever get the opportunity to watch these movies in a theater, take it. Dear God, take it. These films are beautiful, but they look so much better in a theater. And I know how pretentious that may sound to some, but it's just an entirely different experience. But this year I am currently watching them in the darkness of my own living room, and that's perfectly fine because that's all I can do for the moment. Son of Frankenstein was a movie that I didn't really take seriously the first time I saw it because, well, I grew up watching Young Frankenstein, and there's a lot of parallels between those two movies. I do have to admit, though, after seeing Young Frankenstein, a lot more jokes made sense in Young Frankenstein. Son of Frankenstein, at moments, feels like a lower budget sequel, and at other moments feels like a higher budget sequel. A lot of the sets seem very bare, but it's not so much the sets that are driving me into this movie, because they're very interesting looking. The sets are very cool looking. They're just very barren. I love the guy who's playing Frankenstein's son. You can really see a struggle with him that wasn't very apparent with the guy who played his father. And I've always thought it was funny that Frankenstein has just the worst time with its characters. Everyone calls Frankenstein's monster Frankenstein, and everyone always calls the hunchback Hans. They call him Igor. When Igor is not the hunchback, it's a guy with a broken neck, played by Bela Lugosi in this film. And Bela Lugosi is freaking scary. He's the real monster in this film. He's the real driving force of evil. And it's a shame that the monster doesn't talk in this movie, but it's kind of necessary because Igor is the one kind of controlling him and manipulating him. And it's a very interesting relationship. I love all the scenes where Frankenstein's son is talking to the one-armed police chief. All those scenes are really great and have a lot of substance to them, in my opinion. If you're interested in watching any of the Universal monster movies, especially Frankenstein, this is one that I would say you should not miss. Well, thank you for watching. I'm Joey Hollywood, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 5 of my 31 Days of Horror.